We're trying to find the TNT area, and the car's yelling at me because my seatbelt is off. But we're gonna try and find these bunkers here, and I'll keep you guys updated.
There we go.
Alright, so we're both recording right now. I'm recording you, Greg. Say hi.
Hey! What's up?
We're gonna do some exploring here in the TNT area at Point Pleasant. So from what I understand, the TNT area is related to the Mothman because I think some couple that like ran into him like on the way here or something like that. So that's how I believe it is related. I'm not entirely sure. Is that what it is, Greg? Like,
I think so. I think something had to do with the sightings being nearby the TNT Bunkers.
Yeah. So right now, that's kind of what we're doing. We're looking for the bunkers, the storage thing that has everything.
The key word is finding.
We are inside one of the bunkers here, or the containment housing places.
If you can't tell from the
Yeah. And it is very echoey here. Like stupid echoey. Like, for example, okay, I'm talking at probably the quietest that I can go, and it's still really loud. Like, really, really loud. So if you really want to talk on a normal level, this is how loud it gets. That is insane. That is crazy. Okay, so I've got a penny here, I don't know the year on it, 2012 penny, and what I'm gonna do is drop it. I want to see how loud it is, so. Okay. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Alright, so I'll make it be really quiet here for a second, and we'll see how loud it gets. Alright. You said heads?
Yeah.
It's tails. So, that's pretty loud. That's actually not one of my loud. The pennies aren't that loud. I've got a quarter here. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Alright, heads again. Let's see if we get it. Give it a few seconds. That's insane. That is so loud. Yeah, it's tails again. Alright, let me see if I have any more. Let me see if I have a dime. Oh, here's a nickel. That works just fine. So, I've got a nickel here. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Now you're going to say tails. Alright. And you're correct. It is tails. Each one has hit tails. So 3 out of 3 different coins, all being tails. So that's a little weird of a that's kind of a strange coincidence if you think about it. Yeah, all tails. All 3 coins. Each one different, but all tails.
the hell? Look at this. Bones.
I just walked over it and I didn't even notice.
Yeah, let me give me a second here to get the...
Well, I don't know what kind of bones they are. But yeah, those are definitely bones, sir.
Come on. Yeah, on our way back, this is what we found.
Well, there you go.
Lots and lots of bones.
I mean, that's... I have no idea what kind of bone it is.
Yeah, if there's anybody who's a bone expert, who knows what bone this belongs to, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, for real. Kind of curious. Yeah. So I found this this story on Wired.com. It says inside the Erie TNT storage bunkers of West Virginia. And some of the points is that it was made in World War II, and it was produced with 500,000 pounds of, at the height of its production, the facility outside Point Pleasant, West Virginia produced 500,000 pounds of TNT each day. The site was closed in 1945, pretty much at the end of World War II. And what it wasn't eventually made into a regional airport became recreational space. Much of the land contaminated by TNT and its chemical precursor DNT. Huh. So the land isn't used because it's contaminated.
Heavily polluted.
Wow. And there was a explosion in 2010 in a storage igloo that contained 20,000 pounds of unstable materials. And that was in 2010, so about 8 years ago. Alright, so also a little bit of a fun fact here on this power plant, right? Back in the late 70s, there was like pretty much a disaster where 51 people lost their lives when one of the stacks collapsed, and that was in, I think I read 1976, but I could be wrong. But yeah, there's a little bit of a fun fact for you. 51 people lost their lives, and according to Wikipedia, it was like one of the deadliest disasters, and I think still is one of the deadliest disasters.
Wasn't it 1978?
78, could have been 78. I just know it's in the late 70s.
Okay.
But yeah, it was known as one of the deadliest disasters. It's crazy.
Hmm.
So, that is so weird. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, so my jacket has like a lot of static in it or something.
Yeah?
And the closer I get to these power lines, like the more staticky it gets or something. Like I can feel like all the hairs on my arm standing up.
You might want to get away, dude.
Oh dude, this is like the weirdest sensation you've ever felt in your life. Could you feel it?
Let's find out.
Do you feel that is weird? Okay, maybe you'll feel it in your jacket.
Well, mine's very staticky, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe it's just my jacket. Okay, let me like show you guys what the inside of my jacket looks like here. Cause like I'm technically grounded, so we should be safe. The inside of my jacket is like of this material.
What material is that?
I don't know, but it's slightly conductive. Yeah, I mean, you may not feel it. Do you feel it?
I feel a little bit of a tingly sensation.
Yeah, it's like a tingling sensation. That's the weirdest shit. So, they still have stuff in them?
I would assume.
What the?
This one seems to be the most untouched.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. Like how they'd even get in these. Gosh. Just everything is just like crazy like thick.
And just look at all the vegetation that's grown over top of these things.
That's pretty crazy in itself. I just wish I could like get in one of them. That's probably a good way of determining what if there's anything inside, is just to kick it and like determine how much reverb you hear. Like if there's a lot, then there's probably not much in it. If there's not much, if there's not a lot of reverb, then there's probably something inside. Because all the stuff inside would probably absorb some of that sound, right?
I would assume, I would think so.
So maybe the ones that we find we should just kick. And if there's anything...
Well, if you're going to kick that door, I'm going back a great distance.
Well, I'm going to kick it just a little bit, but I'm not going to... I just want to hear how much reverb there is. Quite a bit, so I don't think there's anything inside.
It's just pretty much locked up and abandoned.
Yeah.
Because I would think it would be idiotic for them to leave explosives still in a... I mean, if you're going to abandon, TNT storage bunkers, at least take the contents out. But
you would think, but in 2010 there was an explosion, so yeah, they obviously didn't get all of it out, whatever it was.
Whatever it was, those people, what they found, it was a blast.
What I found, surge. Yeah, surge. Dude. It seems like any video that I do that's kind of like on the road, I always end it off with like getting a drink. I did it last time when I did my vlog. Every time I like end a video off, I'm gonna end it off with a drink. Like an interesting one. So yeah, here's something from the 90s I actually remember as a kid. And so yeah, cheers.